battle has just begun!
Hey, it's RobotnikIsSexy. We're gonna have another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle here. Surprisingly, I got a Wi-Fi battle while chilling out at a friend's house. It was none other than R-Dog, who is a little-known PokeTuber who I haven't messaged since 2012 or so. I believe the last time we played Black and White. And, yeah, I think the last time we played, he actually beat me. We were playing Black and White Never Used, which, if you didn't know, I was a fucking champion at Black and White Never Used. Like, I laddered the fuck out of that shit. And it was some kind of hacks bullshit that allowed him to win. So, I don't know, like, R-Dog is a cool battler. I really love his style, just his narrations. He really gets into it. And he, really, did a good, he really, gave me a run for my money, I tell you what. You're gonna see it firsthand here. So that's R-Dog. And, we have some similar Pokemon. We both share a Salazzle and a Toxapex, but every other Pokemon he has is different. That Decidueye, though, is a big threat. Very large threat. Yeah, so we're gonna try to deal with his team, and this is the battle. Even R-Dog has a cool like, where the fuck, in the comments, what town do you go to? Like, I just need to Google this shit, like, to get your trainer pose. I know it's the janitor guys outside of the recycling plant, but for the life of me, I can't remember what town it's in. So he's gonna leave Decidueye. I am gonna go Overheat for sure. He's gonna go Toxapex. That is more than okay with me, buddy. If you want your Toxapex to get poisoned, then it's happening. I'm gonna take whatever move you got to hit me with. I don't care. Just being able to Toxic this undying wall of pain, like, that is such a nice thing to do. Or just a nice thing to be able to do. So, it turns out his Toxapex is the Merciless set. So, it looks like he has special attack investment. I am able to live on 3 HP, though. Go Salazzle! Living on 3 HP, that's all you need to do, baby. That's all you need. All you need is 3 HP. You just need extra turns of poison. That's all you need. But yeah, things are really going well for me so far. Well, okay, Decidueye is a problem. Decidueye is a problem. I probably should have gone Overheat there, but I really wanted to go Disable. That is actually a good play on his part. Predicting the Disable, it looks like. Going into Decidueye basically for free as my Disable fails. This, okay, he's going Sword Dance now. This is bad. If Decidueye carries Sucker Punch, it beats everything I have. Everything. So yeah. Yeah. That's pretty bad. I need a Skarmory on this team. Honestly, if I had a Skarmory, things would be great. And then I could whirlwind things into... Once Bank comes out, this team is going to get twice as good, basically. So, I'm going to Baneful Bunker. He actually falls for it. So, his Leaf Blade is a contact move. That means he is going to get normal poisoned, which is fan-fucking-tastic for me. Now, I have to sit in here and take the hit. Unfortunately for me, he gets a critical hit on the Leaf Blade. He gets hit by Rocky Helmet and Life Orb and Poison, though. That's 3 different separate damages. So we are definitely wearing this guy down. He's gonna have to run through, like, half my team first, though. We're gonna do something a little desperate, but if it pays off, it's gonna really pay off. I'm gonna try to bait him to go for the grass move, and then switch out immediately to Delmise. Fortunately, he falls for this. If he had clicked Spirit Shackle, I would have been out of the Delmise, and that just would have been awful. But I guess it wouldn't have been that bad. I could have just used Baneful Bunker again. And the end result is basically the same, as Poison unfortunately doesn't take it out, which forces me to sack my Delmise. It didn't really get to do much, but it provided a couple turns of toxic damage, and that's all you need. All you need is a couple turns of toxic. That's all you need, and then the battle is yours. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's great. So, one thing you may have noticed in Team Preview, his entire team is weak to Mega Alakazam, so I'm hoping he's going to go into Salazzle on the blind switch, but it's actually Raichu. So I'm going to go into my lovely horse, Jules, here, to absorb the electric move. He is holding an air balloon, which is annoying. That means I'm going to have to go for Heavy Slime to pop it. It would be interesting if I ran a Alolan Golem with Stealth Rocks and a balloon on this team. That would be kind of cool. I could see kind of doing that. I mean, I would have to juggle another water weakness, but with, I mean, between Delmise and Toxapex, it should be alright. Okay, so I'm actually going to eat my berry that gives me a special defense boost upon contact with a special move. I had not swapped that item out for leftovers. I was using that berry in Battle Spot, and it's actually very clutch in Battle Spot. I almost beat a Japanese player in my first match, but unfortunately, we didn't win. Man, I was beat by Marowak because he was faster than me. Anyway, that is neither here or there. Jules is gonna try to go for the kill here. It's arguably a misplay. I could have clicked Rest. That would have benefited me quite a lot, since he would have just died from toxic turns anyway. So actually, yeah, I am gonna say that's a misplay. I mean, like, on the one hand, I really wanted that earthquake damage, just to speed up the process so that it would die from poison faster. So, I can see both ways, but I didn't want to mess around with Sleep Talk. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to Sleep Talk Rest and then just die to a couple surfs. So, that's the logic there. Now, this is kind of interesting. Since he's left on a Svision, that allows my Alakazam to Mega Evolve and trace its ability. And I'm really hoping I can trace Regenerator here, which would be incredibly helpful for me. But we are going to see he is Merciless, so yeah, that is the Merciless set. A little confused why he never threw a Toxic then. But it's alright. We're going to go Shadow Ball just because it's the best move to go for. We get a useless crit. Actually, we crit because I copied the ability Merciless, so that's pretty cool. If I had gotten Toxic Spikes up, I would have just swept him right now with like a critical hit Psychic. But because I wasn't able to get Toxic Spikes down, I'm actually going to go for the Calm Mind. Now, this is pretty scary. He could have pulled out a Thunder Wave against me, but it turns out he is an offensive set, and multi-attack thankfully doesn't really hit for that much damage. I think it hits for 80, right? I believe it hits for 80, and I'm just able to take it. And that was the clutch turn where the +1 Psychic does knock out the Silvally. I was really afraid, because 95 stats across the board, that is bulky. But it looked like it was enough to do the job. Yeah. So I'm able to blast back his Silvally, his Salazzle, and now his Crab Monster, Crabominable. And that is good game. That is Alakazam's sweep to just close up the game. His team was just way too weak to Alakazam. I mean, like, if he didn't have Sucker Punch on Decidueye, I eventually would have swept him with Alakazam anyway, but he never showed me Sucker Punch, but Just judging by how he had Sword Dance and Life Orb, he had to have had Sucker Punch, but the way I played around Decidueye ultimately won me the match, so that's really cool. Just really glad to just have this battle tonight. It was really fun. I'm probably gonna replace Comfy for some Stealth Rocker, maybe Balloon Golem, with, like, the electric ability and explosion. Like, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, that would be for another day. If you enjoy this, again, comment, like, subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'll see you later, YouTube.